WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have something from Benriach, a single cask. Ooh. Rum Barrel number 11873, 61.5%. Whiskybase number 142483, 238 bottles. And I paid basically €100 for this, 98 euros. So this was bottled for the Nectar in Belgium. They started actually as an independent supplier and importer of whiskeys back in 2006. And since then, they've expanded their business. Now, for me, the question is, as a person who lives in Germany, why in all the world did this bottle make it over here? Now, it's not that far from Germany to Belgium. That's not the question. But if I'm in Belgium and I have a bottle especially for Belgium, why were not all 238 bottles sold there? Is there a problem? Is this maybe there's something wrong with this? I don't know. Maybe it's just because of the dumb COVID. Who knows? All right, so this was distilled on the 16th of July, 2007. It says so on the label. And if I look here at the bottle, it was bottled on the 26th of August in 2019 at 11:28. I would guess that's in the morning. So this is a very, very interesting thing. Now, there's two things I want to talk about, first of all. First of all, single barrels. In the old days, a single barrel meant that a whiskey was the creme de la creme. The prime, the best, the absolute expert, boombastic bottle. And they would only fill up the best of the best of the best as a single cask bottling, especially if it's a official distillery bottling. Now, I do know that many times they get rid of casks and sell them off to independent bottlers, and they will, of course, do that as a single cask because it didn't fit in the flavor profile. But this is a distillery bottling. Now, I personally am a little bit, I'm not a believer in that theory anymore. I think the market, especially here, Brown-Forman, Rachel Berry's name is on the bottle here. So this was not a Billy Walker bottling, but actually a Rachel Berry bottling. I believe that they've recognized that there's a market for single barrels, and they take as many as they possibly can and put it into that single barrel program because you get more money. Oh, I mentioned the name Rachel Berry. Rob from Whiskey in the Six, and I think, is it Jeremy from Social Sipper? They had a nice little rant about Rachel Berry. And they basically called her now a administrator of the whiskeys. She is no longer, in their opinion, a creator, a mastered blender and creator of whiskeys. I'm not sure if I totally believe that, but basically what we have now is we have Glenglassaugh, we have Benriach, and we have Glendronach belong to Brown-Forman. And they're out to get their money back. And how do you get your money back? Is by actually dictating to the creators of the whiskey, in this case, Rachel Berry, hey, no, 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 no. All right, bring down the proof, bring down the cost for the barrels, bring down this, bring down that. And of course, that affects the whiskey today, tomorrow, and in a few years from now. And so that is the question of what's going on. Of course, is the whole discussion at the moment about Glendronach removing going to introduce chill filtration now, and how sad we as geeks and whiskey nerds are about that. But of course, in America, they want to go to the mass market and they want people to put that in the tumbler with the ice and not have that mist, which Ralphie says as well as I, it's a sign of actually integrity. It's a sign of quality. But hey, you have 300 million plus people in America, you need to inform that is something different because their bourbons don't do that. And therefore, why should we buy a Scotch that does it and go, ooh, egad, something's wrong here? It's a long way to inform and educate people about high quality whiskey such as this. All right, so what am I going to do? I hope I remember to actually add this nice little bottle. Boom. This is the Amrut. This is from India. This is the Amrut Ex Coroni rum cask, and this was bottled at 60%. Whiskybase 177276. Unfortunately, this bottle is 150 euros. This is 100 euros. And this is only 6 years old. This is 12 years old. I love this bottle. This bottle is absolutely one of my favorite Amrut expressions at the moment. Unfortunately, a tiny little bit too expensive. 150 euros for a bottle is a lot, but 60% and rum cask is very, very good. I did my math very quickly here as well. 238 bottles means that we have 166.6 liters, which means we can fit into a rum barrel easily with the Angel Share. What is a rum barrel? A rum barrel is an old bourbon barrel. So the rum industry uses the bourbon barrels just like the Scotch and the Irish industry does. And so what they do is we use the barrels once in the States, boom, we get rid of them, we sell some of them down to the Caribbean or to South America, they put rum in it, and then that rum is used maybe once, twice, three times, whatever you want to do, and then that barrel is sent back and over to Scotland, and ta-da. Unfortunately, I have no information if this was only used once or twice, or what type of rum it was. It just says here, Casktype Rum Barrel. It would have been nice to know which one. I do know this is bottle number 43. So, just a tiny little thing here. I always like to mention things like that. So, do you notice here, there's actually a sticker. You can actually see that there's different colors here as well. The blue is not perfectly matched, almost, but yeah. So, in the back, there is no sticker. This is just a generic tube. They put a sticker on the front, the same sticker they put here in the bottle. And because actually in the back, there is the word 2007 on here, they have a separate sticker just for that. So, and then you have the 4 sticker. Oh, no. There was a big discussion about this in Germany because Horst from whisky.com or whisky.de mentioned the fact that one bottle had 4 labels on it, and that makes it much more expensive. All right, good. Let's go back to our whiskeys on the table. The Benriach 2007, 2019. There's a lot of rum that actually comes through here. Very, very sweet, very syrupy. I am not a rum expert. I could not tell you what type of rum that is. I do like this though. I normally am not a big rum fan. So I've added a new category at the moment. We have the taste, the value for money, and the uniqueness. There are not that many rum casks from Benriach out there. At least none that I'm aware of. I'm sure there's been in the years some, but there's not that many. So that makes us fairly unique. When my whiskey fans suggested, hey, Jason, could you buy the bottle and share this? It was like, I don't know. I was like, Jason, it's rum. There's not many. I was like, okay, good. Boom. I did it. Now, as I mentioned, this was bottled in 2019. It went to Belgium. Somehow it didn't sell. It somehow landed up in an online shop over here in Germany, and it did sell a little bit more, and so those 283 bottles are slowly but surely gone. Over here, the Amrut Ex Coroni rum cask, cask number 5145. Yummy, yummy, yummy. This has more of a it's whole grain with a little bit of fennel, and the rum as the whiskey from Amrut has much more character. It's not as cleanly distilled as the Benriach. There's more of, as I call it, fennel, a little bit of whole grain, a little bit of a moment there, which I like. I really do like that a lot. So I'll start off with this. Now, I do know that the 61.5% are just way too hot for me. I did this in my German video. I was like, oh, this expresses how hot it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dilute this down a tiny little bit. Bring this down to like 53% around. Much better. And I'm going to try this. Cheers. Mm-hmm. Still more than enough heat, but the sweetness, that syrupy, that succulent type of honey kicks in. Now, I have a sweet tooth, and this is almost too sweet for me. I like my whiskeys sweet, but I don't like them overly sweet. And that's one of the problems I have with my rums, my rum finish or my rum matured whiskeys. Wow, that's really, really, really sweet. like candy shop, like bakery type of sweet. If you like it, that's good. The official tasting notes, I guess they are from Rachel here. Rachel Berry, she puts on here sweet and sugar, um, oily, sweet and sugar with oily sugared lemon and fruit syrup. Fruit syrup, sugared lemons, sweet and sugar. That's what we get here. Yeah. So we have here the tasting notes. The nose, honey drizzled over tropical fruits with hints of sultanas and dried bananas. All right, very, very good. I did not get the bananas, but I do think I'm a banana blind person. If you've ever looked at, if you ever had a Jack Daniels, everyone says bananas. I just don't get the banana. I'm sorry. Good. This is a C plus good. Value for money, it's a C minus. 100 euros is a lot of money for a 12-year-old whiskey, I think. I might be out of date. And the uniqueness, I'm going to give this a B as well because, hey, where do you find a cask strength Benriach 12-year-old rum matured whiskey here? The Amrut, cool bottle, at least I think it is. I hope you see it. See it? Now this is 60%. This is 61.5. I needed water. With water, it was still hot. Now this 60%. There's a viscosity to that which I love. It's exactly right. That barrel comes through. That fennel, that whole grain, that rum. It's not overly sweet. This is a very, very, very well made whiskey, in my opinion. I like a lot. All right. So my question of the day is, what Benriach do you like? / what Benriach rum, what other bottles with our rum maturation do you like that are cask strength? So either what Benriach do you like or what rum matured whiskeys do you like? So thank you very much for watching. WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over in Germany, tasting rare and exotic whiskeys, a single cask, one of 238 bottles. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, tell others, and maybe even share this video on social media. That'd be great. All the best. Bye-bye.